ask you, is this a democratic nation? In 2030, Madhav Gadgil has warned us that the Western Ghats have been devastated and what awaits here now is great tragedy. Yet we took no action. Yet our government took no action. Let me ask you again, is this a democratic nation? Recently, Hema Committee report published the names of many people who asked young female actresses section favors. Many powerful people in the Bollywood film industry. Let me ask you, is this a democratic nation? Yes, the democratic values of India are completely declining. We are losing all those democratic values. Recently, in a shocking revelation, it was released that the NCERT chose to remove the chapter which said about democracy, democratic values, about election from the 10th standard social science textbook. Don't think that if you keep the youngsters out of your dirty business, you're not going to get caught. I would simply like to say corruption and political indifference is at the heart of this crisis. We must defenestrate all the political opportunities from our Indian politics. Indian politics have become a simple jungle circus because of the political opportunities in this country. It is important that we speak against this. In the Indian Constitution, because of a democratic society, we have been given the chance, the right to speak our mind, the right to freedom and expression. Yet, my voice is suppressed. I am not being able to raise my voice and point my finger to injustice. Yes, I have been given the right to equality, yet I am not being given the same opportunity as my male counterparts. I am not being given the same opportunity. Yes, the democratic values are simply decreasing. What have been happening in between religion, caste, and yet we say that we are a secular nation. I would like to ask you, is this what democracy means? From the Magna Carta, from the Greek ancient civilizations, democracy has flourished and evolved into something so beautiful, something so rewarding. When we participate in elections, due to the universal adult franchise, every youngster after the age of 18 has been given the ability to vote, to select their leaders. Yet, it is true that most people in India, most young people in India do not know how elections work. Yes, politics is banned in schools. I'm not saying that politics should be allowed in schools, but yet students must have political opinions. They must be able to understand what is capitalism, what is socialism, what these people on these news channels are talking about. When you ask my friends which political party they support, I'm pretty sure 90% of them are going to say, I do not support any political parties. This is because they have no idea about modernization, privatization, liberalization, and globalization. This shocking revelation has made the world into a global village, and we as the global citizen can make changes on a global level. But yet, our democracy looks like it doesn't know about globalization. The laws that we have today, yes, IPC is changed into something new. We are talking about uniform civil code. Yet, the democracy needs to change a bit because it should be accepting and adapting because the world is changing. The world is evolving. We are not the same humans we were in 1947 when we got freedom from the British people. People are changed. Science and technology is developing. Yes, democracy has to change. Once Gandhiji was asked by a child, Gandhiji, what is democracy? And Gandhiji said this. Imagine you are in a running race. Imagine that you win. Now, imagine instead of thinking that you have won, think about all the people who ran with you. Democracy is that feeling. Behind every great achievement of mankind, there is an invisible wall of people who have failed. That is democracy. We must understand what democracy is if we need to recover